So what type of house did you live in?
I lived in an old, of course, it was an old wooden house. As far as that's what I have told.
So did you live in the city or did you live in like the country?
I lived out in the country, 25 and 35 miles from the city of Alpena.
How was the living conditions during the Great Depression?
Anthony, we were very poor.
Oh.
What I mean by that is, we were, of course, we had a farm, an 80-acre farm. My grandpa and my dad, my grandma and my mom lived on that farm for many years, and we had those 80 acres. When I was growing up, we had we planted our own garden and had our own vegetables, and then we had pigs and chickens and some cows. So we always had a lot, we always had pork to eat, pork and chicken.
Oh.
And of course we grew our own grain. And we would make, my grandma and my mom would make our own bread. We always had a lot of bread to eat. And then of course we would butcher a pig every winter. And we would have, ham and pork and we ate just about everything that was on that pig.
How was your school?
My school was from kindergarten to the 8th grade, and it was a wooden school with a bell on the top of it and a wood shed. Sometimes kids would go and have to be spanked in the wood shed.
So, what do they spank the children with?
Like a big old spoon, but it was like a paddle. It was a paddle that she used to spank the kids with. And sometimes she used a ruler. What?
Did you have any siblings?
Yep, I had 5 siblings. 2 brothers.
2 brothers.
And 4 sisters and 3 sisters. There were 6 of us in the family. And Anthony,
yeah.
We all went to school at the same time. So we made up most of
the class?
Yeah.
Did you all graduate?
From the 8th grade, we all did, but one of my brothers, and he was mentally handicapped.
What did they do with the boy that was mentally handicapped?
The teachers tried to teach him, but he was slow in catching on. But there wasn't any special school for him, so he didn't go to school. He didn't graduate or anything from the 8th grade.
What age did you start working at?
When I started working, I was only 13 years old, Anthony.
And how was it?
But when I stop back and think, I did a lot of hard work. My dad got me a job at a chicken factory in Shelburne, Michigan. And I lived right there with this lady that had a chicken factory.
Oh.
Chicken factory. I had to work because my dad and mom were poor, and when I started working, I worked at this chicken factory 11th grade. I did not graduate from high school. Oh, but yes, we walked to school. And when it was bitter, bitter cold weather, my grandpa would hitch up the horses to the sleigh and give us a ride. And then he'd be there at 4 o'clock to pick us up with the team of horses and the sleigh. And then, of course, there was neighbors that went to school, so we all got on the sleigh, and that's the way we came home. That was it dwindled down because of the Great Depression.
Did you have to limit like your food and cleaning utensils?
Just now. My grandma, I don't know how she did it, but she made lye. That's L-Y-E soap. It was some sort of a chemical that I don't know where they got it, but she made soap from ashes out of the wood and put this lye in there, and that's how we got to scrub up and wash up. But
Ashes?
ashes from the stove, ashes like from the wood burning stove, you know.
Yeah.
That's only that, and we did not have electricity when I was growing up. We always had hand-me-downs, and they were never new clothes because my dad had sisters that lived down below. That was Detroit, and they would always, if they would come up or if somebody would be hitchhiking or something, they'd always send us in a bag or in a box of clothes that somebody gave them to give to us.
Was there like any family problems?
There was always family problems, Anthony, because, like I started to say, my dad and my grandpa, they always made moonshine, and both of them were always drunk. And then my dad would beat up my mother, and we would see that, you know. My mother was a very, very good mother, but she had an awful life too. It was not only me. My mother had an awful life. And I always got along very well with my grandpa because he really took good care of me. In the wintertime, when we would have to go down and do the logging, my grandpa would wrap my feet in with newspapers because our boots weren't so very good, and the newspaper was used to insulate